understood, yeah, understood the plans. Pimp heard of it.
Get after it, MP.
Let's keep this winning streak going.
What is going on, MP?
Son, you look like an MPC. You need some new friends. Look out there, MP.
They say revenge is a dish that's best served cold. The good, we all grow old.
Hi, everyone. We've got a good one for you tonight. It's Game 3 of the end. One thing Shams here talked about, banning top 10 pick protections in trades. Why is that?
We saw Dallas absorb a big fine a couple years ago, but then they drafted Derek Lively, and it truly worked out for them. So if you're going to avoid that, maybe it's better to change the trade rules to avoid those kinds of incentives. But Dallas really, I think if they could do that over again and absorb the fine, they would want it to be double the amount, the way that Derek Lively looked and the way that he played.
Well said. I totally agree. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Davis is out there with Derek Lively. Then there's Irving. Then it's King. And it's Marshall in at the 3 slot. And here is King after Michael Porter made the last three-pointer. Brown, the pass to Gordon. And the call will be against Najee Marshall. That's his first foul.
Refs calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Outside Gordon. Murray for 3. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Dallas with the ball. They are tearing through the league right now with 15 wins in a row.
What an absolute joy to watch. This team is playing a beautiful brand of basketball right now. Everything about it. The athleticism, the basketball skill, the intelligence, the heart, the toughness, the commitment. These guys have been extraordinary.
And it's a challenge trying to guard Jokic from there. Adept at making you foul him on the way up.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
And Jokic drops them both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
A 3 from MP. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Man, that game goes down to the wire. Both teams exhausted, but only one has something left for the encore.
You know, that one's a tough one to take. You force the extra session, and then you have the heartbreak of not being able to get it done in the extra session. Brutal.
Took him no time at all on that one. King's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Mavs.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And with the new broadcasting deals, NBA salaries figuring Shams to skyrocket.
And we're not even just talking about the players, Kevin. It's the coaches. It's the front office executives. Everyone is seeing some massive, massive paydays every single year. We're seeing the biggest contract in league history, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger in years to come.
Are you surprised at the size of some of these coaching deals? I mean, the numbers are amazing to me.
Coaching, front office deals, it's getting higher and higher. And once Monty Williams signed the deal he did in 2023, that only elevated the market for coaches, and front office executives also are getting big paydays.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Pass to Murray. To halt the run. And Lively pulls it down.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
King with it. Against New Orleans, who is really on his game. From downtown, another three for Dallas.
MP is a cool customer from three. Great form from the up-and-coming player.
The Nuggets trail by 9. And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. Looking for a breather, and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
And a moment to see numbers for Davis, averaging 12 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch, someone the other players look up to.
Jokic, no good. So for Dallas, their last game a win against New Orleans.
And I credit the shot selection in that one. It's hard to stay patient, but you see the reward.
Well, typically, Greg, great decision-making leads to great shooting percentages. I thought that team played a very smart game.
And here is Murray, following the three-pointer by MP.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Another three for Dallas. And as the salary cap looks set to rise significantly, Shams, any major effects that you can anticipate?
It won't be like the year the Warriors signed KD. They're going to smooth the cap numbers, and it's not going to spike quite the same. But these numbers will continue to get eye-popping when you think about player salary, and you have to keep in mind luxury tax and the new second apron that came into play with the collective bargaining agreement, and that will play a part in how teams build, not putting yourself in a restrictive position to continue to build winning organizations.
A lot of moving parts to contend with, but boy, a lot on the horizon. And Marshall kicks to MP. And the three off target.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Mavericks leading by 15. Down low. Dallas moving it around. Pass to Marshall. In the corner, Irving with it. And here is Marshall. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Denver making a switch here. Struthers checked in. Here now, the league's highest scoring teams the past 10 games. What a stretch it has been for these guys. The Mavericks, number 1. Number 5, the Nuggets.
And they may be getting it done in slightly different ways, guys, but both of these teams are putting up a ton of points.
Now here's Gordon. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And he didn't take any plays off at the defensive end. I mean, he wound up with 4 steals on the night.
Now, MP. Following the three-point attempt by Jamal Murray. King, that's good. You know, Greg, there was a bit of a rough patch with this team's chemistry not too long ago. That seems to have been put behind them now.
And I think MP stepped up and helped smooth the transition, right? He empathized with where the fracture was coming from and made sure the team stayed on the same page. That's great leadership from the young star.
And, Shams, I've always wondered, watching you, reading you, when did you first fall in love with the NBA? And when did you decide to cover it?
Really, when I was around 10, 11 years old, I grew up in Chicago right as the Bulls dynasty was starting. I wasn't quite old enough, but I was old enough to see some of those scrappy Bulls teams in the mid-2000s. And basketball was always a part of the national discourse, but also part of my life playing it, and then now being someone that's able to inform the audience and the public.
You know what? I'm looking up and down this table. I think we all feel the exact same way. Now Marshall, following the three-point attempt by Aaron Gordon. MP, good.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. I briefly spoke with Michael Malone. Now, when asked about the game plan on Anthony Davis, Coach said, we have to do our best to keep him out of the paint. Now, that's where he's most effective. If he beats us with his jump shot, well, we can live with that. The interior defense will be put to the test. Guys?
Thank you, David. The Nuggets shooting alarming 21% to get things going here. Pass to Gordon. Here's Strother. Still scoreless. Here's Jokic. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
He's so skilled on the interior. Jokic plays with so much force and leverage down low.
Here's Irving. And Marshall kicks to Irving. And here's MP for 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Murray for 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Lively's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
This guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
Now here's Porter. Following the miss by MP. Jokic sets the screen for Porter. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Pass to Marshall. Shams, we know you grew up in Chicago. I'm assuming you grew up a Bulls fan. Who didn't? And you had to have a favorite player growing up with those terrific teams.
I was a big-time fan of hoops in general. Definitely someone for me was Kobe Bryant. That someone wasn't a Bulls player. We almost got him one year, but that was someone I grew up watching. Kevin, did you have a favorite team or player growing up?
Well, I love Kobe. I called every season of LeBron and every season of Kobe Bryant. And Bryant actually did stuff for 2K. As you know, not too long ago, before his passing, we sat down for a couple hours. But I hate to rank them because Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron are all right there at the very, very top. Hard to beat Jordan, right?
Very hard to beat Jordan. Obviously, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Kobe, for me, watching growing up, that was the closest thing that I had.
And it's Gordon missing. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. They beat the Nuggets during their last encounter in Denver.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the charts.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Here's Lively. To the middle. Kicks it out to MP. 4 on the clock. Good on the three-point shot. MP's got 35 in the game.
MP letting it fly with no hesitation.
Pass to Murray. Murray sets a screen for Porter. The tray. And Davis pulls it down.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And finished off by Lively.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Now here's Murray. He's coming off a 31-point game against Memphis.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Now here's Marshall, defended by Gordon. Marshall passes to King. 1:05 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Strawther. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. A different look for Denver. DeAndre Jordan comes in for Jokic. And it's Peyton Watson in for Aaron Gordon. Then for the Mavericks, Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. Klay Thompson comes in for Najee Marshall. And it's Dante Exum in for Kyrie Irving. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. That's going to send Jamal Murray to the line. It's going to be on MP. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for the Mavericks.
And what I like about Murray is how he just goes at you. He doesn't hold back on either end and uses his motor to wear you down. Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Pass to Strawther. Now, here is Jordan. Here's Strawther. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Dallas. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. A three from MP. And another one falls.
Hats off to him. I mean, he's got the longest 40-point streak in history.
Unreal. He's been on a scoring binge the likes we have never seen before. Murray, good.
And how about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire, a little bit of pride at stake.
Gafford sets the pick for MP. We're at the end of the first quarter. And what a blowout already in this one. The Mavericks on top, running away with it. And we'll get things. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Dallas.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the three-point arc.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the five for Jason Kidd and one forward, Thompson. At the other forward, Washington. Dante Exum is out there with MP. And it's Gafford in at the five down low. Hey, Shams, the Denver Nuggets, of course, the winners back in 2023 of the NBA title, couldn't go back-to-back last year. Is their window, in your opinion, still as open as it seemed to be?
100%. Let's remember, Nikola Jokic is still in his 20s. They still have Jamal Murray. And as long as that three-time MVP is healthy, the Nuggets front office has one thing on their minds, and it's a championship. And their biggest problem is that the rest of the West has gotten much better over the years. But if this team is healthy, as long as they keep building the right way around their two best players in Murray and Jokic, they can continue to compete for championships.
And I love what you say about the West. Top to bottom, so strong. He got it again. Sensational.
And it's another 50-point night for him. He's had a bunch of them in his career.
And on the NBA all-time list of 50-point games, he's almost in the top five.
In the top five. How about Wilt, MJ, Kobe, Harden, and Elgin Baylor? That is a pretty exclusive club.
Zeke Naji, he's checked in for the Nuggets.
Zeke Naji.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Pass to Watson. Here's Strother. Covered by MP. Shot clock at 6. Porter, no luck.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Back to Washington. Here's King. It's hauled in by Watson.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Buries the long-range jumper. Strother's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. A 3 from MP. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Denver's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Strother, no good. Here are the Mavericks now. They're on an 11-3 run right now. MP kicks to Washington. MP left side, and he comes up with the deuce.
What heart by MP, going through contact there and converting.
Christian Brown's checked in for Najee. Dallas also making some changes. Davis comes in for Washington, and it's Najee Marshall in for Exum. And we saw some players banged up down the stretch last season, Shams.
I'm told that there was a focus on maybe allowing some more flexibility in physicality. It definitely upped the intensity some, and I think that's what the fans want. But there are going to be some trade-offs, and that includes the free throw rates, that includes game time, and in the long haul, adding some more physicality and adding some more attention to detail defensively and allowing defenders to play more and defend more. That should be good for the game.
Yeah, those were good trends, I would agree. Pass to Marshall. King outside from the arc. The offensive rebound. Now Marshall. He's covered by Watson. For the 3. And got it. Another basket.
And he's got 60 again. I've never seen scoring like this. He's now tied the mark for most 60-point games in a year.
You know, to tie that mark, that's something I didn't expect to see in this lifetime. What a season he's having. The Nuggets with another miss.
I know he wants to answer the 3 that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
Pass to Strother. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game. Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Denver.
Checking in the game for your Nuggets, number 27.
Here's Brown.
Jamal Murray.
Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. That one goes in, and that's 13 points for Jamal Murray.
And there's an aggression to Murray's game, willing to battle there for the bucket.
To the inside, Marshall passes to Gafford. Davis kicks to MP. To the paint. From outside the arc, shot's good. Marshall making the play. Marshall's got 4 assists in the game.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. And Shams, nothing gets a workout like your phone. We're here, we're talking NBA, we're watching this game. We got this great group here courtside. You've got 2 phones working, and I'm sure there's a 3rd hidden in your bag. Can you estimate how many texts do you send and receive a day? Is there even a number we can put with that?
Kevin, how many texts do you get a day related to NBA info? You're coming at me. You know the job is, it's hundreds of messages flooding my phone on a daily basis, and the screen time usually in busy seasons tends to be closer to 18 to 20 hours, but this is what we sign up for. This is what we love, to inform the audience.
Oh, and I know you love every second of it. And here's MP for 3. Denver grabs the miss. And when this game is done with, they'll be off to Los Angeles taking on the Lakers. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Brown, and the rejection by MP. Pass to Marshall. And here's MP for 3. That falls. Great assist by Marshall. Marshall's got 6 assists here tonight. Denver's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Inside. Here's Brown. He's covered by Thompson. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Murray's got 8 here in the quarter.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Outside, Porter. Pass to Watson. Here's Brown. On the wing, Murray. 19 points in the game.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
It's stolen by Watson. Here's Brown. He's covered by Thompson. And the rejection by MP. To the paint. 3-pointer. And again.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. Brown, the pass to Jordan. And the foul called on MP. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
3rd foul of the half, and that's the risk you take, leaving him out there.
A different look for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Jordan. And it's Ignaji in for Michael Porter. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Dallas.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
To the middle. And Marshall kicks to Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And that one drops. Marshall's got 10.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Jokic sets the screen for Murray. It's good from long range. Murray's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
He nailed 2 from distance in the opening period. Now gets this one.
Pass to Marshall. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Murray. Again, the miss by Murray.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Pass to Marshall. Back to King. Marshall with it. Watson's there. MP looking around. Gafford finds MP. Drills it from outside.
Simply one of the best shooting performances you are ever going to see. A 3-point barrage.
Brown, the pass to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And this is who Murray is, a natural scorer who looks for ways to get himself going.
To the inside. Pass to Gafford. Dallas moving it around. A 3 from MP. And another one.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Down low. Here's Brown. It's rebounded by Dallas. MP's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Dallas Mavericks. He provided some serious rim protection in that quarter. Good luck getting a shot over this guy. Back right after this.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, we all saw it. They've blown this game wide open with the three-point shot. The defense is scrambling.
And let's move on to the race for Rookie of the Year. A lot of young talent in the league this season. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Before in the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. Sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr., and it's Murray in at the point. That's the group for Michael Malone getting going here in the second half. Doris, I know the NBA is considering using technology to help officiate out of bounds and goaltending. Do you have a problem with that?
You know, Kev, at the end of the day, I think it is about getting the calls right. If there's a way to lift the load off these officials, even if it's around the margins, why not try it?
And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Irving's got 6.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Outside Gordon. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this core.
King hits it again. Wow. And there's 80 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by your AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Brown. The Nuggets with another miss.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half, you need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
To the middle. Outside Irving. King with it. Davis setting the pick for MP. He takes it in, and it's Davis finishing it off.
And smooth dish from MP. That's talent and teamwork.
And here is Murray. 26 points for him. Pass to Brown. And here's Gordon from outside, and Lively pulls it down. Lively's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. King outside. Floats it up for Davis. Porter with the steal. Pushing it up. Irving against Murray. Now here's Porter. Tight defense on him. Pass to Brown. Just 4 to shoot. The 3. The Nuggets with another miss.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Here's Marshall. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Here's Brown. And he's good on the 3-ball. Brown's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they trust Murray to get the ball where it needs to go.
MP outside. Here's the lob to the hoop. And stolen by Gordon. Here's Brown. Covered by MP. Jokic a screen. It's tipped.
Just stellar defense from Derek Lively. Uses that length to send it back.
MP outside. To the inside. Marshall. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. King's got his 9th assist in the game now. Denver's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Murray surveying the D. Jokic with his screen on Irving. Murray, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Marshall. Takes it off the glass. Marshall's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. Here's Brown. All alone. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Brown's got 5. Now MP. Driving in. That's good from Davis on the assist by MP. 6 points for him.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Outside Gordon. Pass to Jokic. And that one is good. Jokic has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
And here's MP for 3. Trains the 3-pointer.
And that shows the skill level of MP. The pull-up is a tough shot to master.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Marshall gets the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Murray outside. Jokic kicks to Murray. The 3-pointer no good. Dallas has gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. A nice shot by Irving.
Well, put it on the deck, get into a gap, and get a bucket. That is Kyrie Irving at his best.
Denver's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Outside, Porter. Pass to Gordon. Denver passing it around. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Shot clock at 3. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Gordon. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Denver making a switch here. Swathers checked in. And the So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. And with that, they remain undefeated in group play.
And with just one group matchup left, it looks...
Hey, yo, bad play.
MP has been slinging 40s like it's nothing lately. That was crazy. You look like Craig Hodges out there.
Yo, MP has